to Toronto Tales. So, I have been living in Toronto for quite some time, and I enjoy driving here. I think it's a great city. Uh, Lots of wonderful people, lots of great stuff to do. But the only downside that I sometimes see a lot of people struggling with is understanding and reading the parking signs, especially if you're in downtown Toronto or uptown, where there can be lots of traffic and lots of signs. Understanding parking signs can be a wild goose chase sometimes, and especially for the people who are not that seasoned when it comes to understanding these signs. It can be an uphill task, and every time you park incorrectly or read one of these signs incorrectly, there's money losing. I mean, there's money going out of your pocket and it costs you. So I just wanted to make this quick video in order to make you understand how you can, in the future, after having gone through this video, never ever miss any parking sign and never ever miss to understand what that parking signs or sorry what that parking sign means. So let's get started. Let's take the first example. So if you see on your screen right now, this is a very common parking sign that you would come across the streets in Toronto. So while most of the people understand most of it, there are so many of us who kind of trip over what the arrows on a parking sign mean. So let's follow the top to bottom approach. So the sign here, obviously P stands for the parking piece. The green here is talking about parking being allowed. So remember, the green sign means that this is allowed. The red sign means that they're trying to tell you that parking is not allowed. So parking is allowed. Then this piece, the 2H, which basically stands for 2 hours, that is basically trying to tell you that you're allowed to park for 2 hours. So that's the duration of your parking. It's 2 hours. Third piece, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. it says. So you can park for 2 hours, but those 2 hours have to fall between 9 a.m. in the morning to 6 p.m. in the evening. Okay, so that's the number of hours, that's the time of the day, and then the time of the week. Then they're saying Monday to Friday. So you can park for 2 hours only between 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. only. And you can also only do this between Monday to Friday only. Now, the most confusing part for the majority of the population, the left arrow and the right arrow. So what do these arrow mean? So let me tell you something that not most of you might not know. Every parking sign is a story in itself and is telling you the entire message by itself. It is not dependent on the parking sign that will follow this sign or that has preceded this sign. So, all that you see on any parking sign is telling you the entire story by itself. So, remember, in Toronto, it's a left hand drive. So that means whenever you are driving a vehicle, no matter what vehicle it is, you will always be on the right hand side of the road, right? You will always be on the right hand side of the road. Just try to process this statement. You'll understand what I'm trying to say. If there is a road and if there is two-way traffic on it, you, no matter what side you're on, you will always be driving your vehicle or riding your vehicle on the right hand side of the road, right? Which basically means that you will see the signs most of the times above your head on or on the right or on the right of yourself, on the right of your vehicle. So the right arrow, with that context, the right arrow, whenever you come across a parking sign, the right arrow means that you can park, for this particular example, you can park your vehicle before this sign because it has the right arrow, and also after this sign. So wherever you see this sign, on a pole, on a street light, wherever, that sign is telling you that you can park your vehicle before this sign and also after this sign, provided you are complying with all of these three conditions. Provided that you park for at a stretch only 2 hours, provided you're parking between 9 to 6 p.m., and provided it is one of these days: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? So that's the entire story that every sign tells you. Okay, let's take in another example. Now this is another picture from an actual street in Toronto. Now what does this tell you? The color has changed red and it tells you no parking. So this one is, as opposed to the last one, this one is talking about your ability not to park. You're supposed not to park when? Between 7 a.m. in the morning till 5 p.m. in the evening. Which days? Monday to Saturday. All right. And where can you not park? So the left arrow after this sign, anywhere after this sign, and anywhere before this sign. So the right arrow is telling you that before this sign, you cannot park. And after this sign, also, you cannot park if it is Monday to Saturday, if it is 7 a.m. in the morning till 5 p.m. in the evening. So remember, guys, every parking sign tells you a story in itself, and you do not have to be dependent on the next sign or the preceding sign. Just read the sign that is nearest to you and follow the story that it is telling you. I hope this helped. As I go away, just want to tell you that subscribe to this channel for more amazing tales and tips that I'll be sharing from Toronto to make your stay and life smooth and comfortable. I love you.